right, we'll go ahead and get started. Questions for Theo. We'll start with Eric Bailey, Tulsa World.
Hey, Theo, it's good to see you, man. Hey, I wanted to ask you just about expectations for yourself this year after last year. Just what's your mentality going into fall camp, and how's the first 4 days gone for you so far?
My mentality just going in this season, just be the best teammate I can be. Any way I can help the team and help my teammates succeed in anything they want to succeed in. That's just my main objective, because then eventually everything will fall into place for myself. And these first 4 days of camp, they've been really good. I'm liking how the team's been competing, the energy on both sides of the ball. I'm really excited for the season.
Thanks so much. I appreciate it.
Okay, Ryan Aber, the Oklahoman.
Yeah, Theo, how are you feeling health-wise, and what was it like to go through that in the spring? And do you feel like you're 100% here in camp where you are right now?
Yeah, I definitely feel the best I've ever felt going into camp. It was God's plan. He probably wanted me to just, sit down, focus on myself for a little bit, figure some things out. But no, definitely, I feel 100% with everything, and I'm excited.
Jason Kersey with the Athletic.
Yeah, Theo, Lincoln's been pretty open about how he wants to see more out of the receiver group this year. I'm wondering, as someone who started and played as much as you did last year, do you kind of feel that pressure to be better as a group, especially when you guys have so much talent in that room?
I wouldn't say, pressure or feeling any type of pressure. At the end of the day, it's just football. Go out there and just, do what we can do, do what we've been doing since we've been little. But, definitely as a group, as a unit, we definitely want to take strides. We say last year was a down year or whatever you want to call it. And we definitely expect to be better this year.
John Hoover, SI Sooners.
Theo, I wonder if you could expound a little bit when you said you think God maybe wanted you to sit down and focus on yourself and figure some things out. Can you shed a little light on that for us? What you mean by, in your own situation?
Maybe just coming off a season where maybe I didn't play my best as I thought, and just take a seat back and just look at the big picture, realize everything, not try to rush anything. It's all in his plan, and he's gonna make everything happen when it's supposed to happen. So just trusting his plan. That's probably the best way I could put it.
Okay, thank you, Theo.
Jenny Carlson, the Oklahoman.
Hey, Theo, I actually wanted to ask you a little bit about COVID, which I know last year that was such a big part of the year and everything, but with the vaccine, and it sounds like vaccine rates have been on the rise among football teams. I'm just kind of curious what your sense is from guys about just how how they're approaching things with the vaccine, with obviously, I know students coming back onto campus, mask requirements sort of being varied, and this Delta variant. Like, what's the talk on the team just amongst guys about how to try to navigate a season that may be better than last year, but still has its challenges?
Well, COVID's still here, so we're definitely still taking precautions outside of the team. In that sense, we're still gonna be safe. We're gonna still be wearing our masks because we can still get positive traces, contact traces, and stuff like that could hurt the team. So we're definitely gonna still take our COVID protocols like it's still 2020, how it hit us the first time.
Do you feel like there's almost going to be, the challenge is still there? Like, you guys had almost like a bubble last year. Do you almost feel like, that bubble's not going to be as evident this year, but like the challenges could almost be more?
Yeah, it's honestly, it's just we learning a lot about COVID every day. New strands, new variants, a whole lot of new stuff. And just as football players, it's just just adversity. We got to adapt to it, and we'll adapt to it as we always will. Great coaching, great training staff that helps us out, keeps us educated on everything. So I think we'll be good with it all.
Great, thanks, Theo.
Brandon Drum, OU Insider.
Hey Theo, you're going into your third year at Oklahoma. You've been through, a couple of different seasons with them. What's your role now as a wide receiver in that room? Have you taken more of a leadership approach with some of the young guys? And how have you all adapted to, different guys coming in and just your role and all that?
I would definitely say I've stepped up a little bit, being more of a leader, more vocal. I have some of the most experience in the room, played some of the most in the offense. So definitely, being a leadership, taking the young guys under the wing, teaching them the offense, the ins and outs. And as far as how I feel about new guys coming in, you coming in, you're trying to help us win a championship. You're your family automatically. So that's just how that goes. And
Okay, let's go to Myron Patton with Fox 25.
Yeah, Theo, where do you think you need to make the biggest strides? Why do you think you'll be better this year? What in terms of just because you've had your moments, obviously, but as Lincoln Riley kind of called you guys out, the bar is set pretty high here for a receiver.
Yeah, well, the bar is set super high as a receiver. I knew that the day I committed to Oklahoma. As far as me, I'm gonna just go out there. I'm gonna play football to the best of my ability. Take advantage of all the opportunities. I can't really get in detail on what I'm gonna do exactly, but I'm gonna just take advantage of all my opportunities.
What's it like, Oklahoma? I mean, that they bring in, you and other guys with big recruits coming in, but this year's Mario Williams, Jalil Farouk, other big names coming in. How do you deal with that?
Like I said earlier, it's just we're all on the same mission. We all help each other. It's good to have some competitive actions in the room because that means there's no slacking. You're gonna get better every day. The young guys, Mario, Jalil, I love them, my little brothers. I definitely want to see them. I'm telling them be better than me. Take my spot. You know what I mean? Like it's that type of love relationship in the room.
Thanks.
Go to Mason Young with OU Daily.
Yeah, Theo, DJ Graham being one of the guys that we're talking to later today, just was curious what if anything you've seen from him potentially going up against him in practice so far.
DJ he's a matchup nightmare for some of the receivers. He's a long guy, long rangey guy, used to play receiver. So, he definitely knows some of our tricks when we about to, get in the cuts and stuff like that. I'm definitely one of his biggest fans.
Okay, two more questions. We'll go back to Jason Kersey with The Athletic.
Theo, I know that you were in the same recruiting class as Spencer and have known him for a long time, played with him last year. How is he different this year coming in as sort of having been established as a great college quarterback, all the NIL stuff, all the hype? I mean, how do you see him being any different? And if so,
anything different? Maybe he took that big step in actually being the vocal leader on the team. We all look up to Spencer. Like he's the root of the offense. He's almost the root of the team. So he definitely took that big step in being a leader. And I'm excited to see what he does this season.
Thanks, Theo.
Okay, last one back to John Hoover.
Yeah, we haven't had any questions yet about Jaden Hazelwood. He's coming on next, I think, or coming up. I wonder if you could kind of describe from your perspective, what he's gone through in the past year or so, year and a half, and what he looks like out there at practice. Is it maybe you think it's good to have him back or something like that?
I'm glad to have him back. Definitely. Jaden, I came in with him. He's been through a lot. That's a tough injury to go through. But I could tell you now, he hasn't missed a beat. He stayed down. He loves the game. You can see he loves the game, his passion for the game and everything. And the light's about to shine.